learning experience. I express sincere gratitude to God for this opportunity. Notably, this marks my second engagement with Tenet training. My initial completion occurred in 2006. At that time, the program was not degree granting and participants did not receive formal certificates of completion. Upon learning from Pastor Ricky that Tenet was once again offering training for disciple makers and church planters, I was immediately enthusiastic. I readily accepted the invitation to participate. I am thankful for the renewed opportunity to engage with this valuable training. The recent Tenet training has significantly enriched my understanding and revitalized my approach to disciple making. While I have been implementing Tenet intentional discipleship principles since my initial training in 2006, this current iteration has served to reinforce and deepen my knowledge. Moreover, it has reignited my passion for church planting. As a church planter for Baptist Theological College, Church Planting Center, in partnership with Cebu Gospel Church, I am grateful to report the following accomplishments for over the past 5 years. Number one, the establishment of Medellin Gospel Church, the founding of Hebrews Community Fellowship, and the revitalization and restructuring of the Linding Church, now known as Gospel Movement, the Linding in Daan, Bantayan. This Tenet training has provided a substantial boost to my personal pastoral practices, specifically in strengthening my commitment to daily Bible study and prayer, intimacy with God. Furthermore, it has enhanced my leadership capabilities in training disciple makers, empowering them to effectively replicate the process of making disciples who make disciples. This renewed focus will allow me to be more effective church planter and leader. The impact of Tenet training in ministry effectiveness The Tenet methodology of intentional discipleship has proven to be an invaluable framework for structuring and expanding our church planting efforts. This training has directly enhanced my ministry in the following ways. Number one, enhanced leadership training. I have successfully trained approximately 30 church leaders and pastors, equipping them with essential discipleship skills. This ongoing training is crucial for sustainable ministry growth. Number two, structured church planting. Tenet's structured approach has provided a clear roadmap for planting new churches, addressing the inherent challenges with diligence and strategic planning. The coaching and follow-up support provided by Tenet have been instrumental in increasing our ministry's productivity and effectiveness. We all know that we always attend seminars, and so many seminars, sometimes we call ourselves seminarian. But when we go back to our churches, we often go back to the default system that we have, our own practice and our own culture in our churches. Tenet coach us, and it is really a great help. Number three, development of discipleship teams. Through the training provided to leaders in small group facilitation, evangelism, and other key areas, we have cultivated effective teams of disciple makers. This has facilitated the creation of multiple small groups operating at different phases of discipleship. Number four, discipleship pathway implementation. We have implemented a structured discipleship pathway, including follow-me groups. These groups train future disciple makers to lead come and see groups, In the Kamansi groups, these groups focus on discipling individuals who are not yet believers with a goal of leading them to faith in Christ. Number 5, expanded congregational reach. I now preach weekly to 3 mid-sized congregations. I mentioned you earlier. 2 in Midilin and 1 in Daan Bantayan. Church-trained preachers also conduct Sunday services, effectively distributing the preaching and teaching responsibilities. They also preach in the street churches as assigned to ease my preaching schedules. Strengthen church infrastructure. My wife, Lori, serves as the Director of Church Education, overseeing youth and children's ministries, including Sunday school. We still have Sunday school, even if we have our small group. Vacation Bible schools, feeding programs, and outreach initiatives. Other church leaders manage various ministries, including prayer meetings and small group meetings, and discovery Bible studies. Group leaders and their apprentices conduct regular member visits and outreach to newcomers. A ministry community was organized to provide follow-up and support to those who are actively ministering within our communities. These developments, facilitated by the Tenet training, have significantly strengthened our ministry's capacity to make disciples and expand the reach of the gospel. The practical application of Tenet training, discipleship training, and coaching in Leyte Biliran District. As part of the master's degree requirements, which necessitates the practical application of intentional discipleship principles to training and coaching, I joined a team consisting of Pastor John Olivar and Pastor Jason Meso to conduct Tenet Light training in the Leyte Biliran District. Now we are now on our we just finished our 4th course last February. Now February 4 to 6. We successfully trained 15 church pastors and leaders who are committed to making disciples. And these pastors are almost, all of them are actually from Baptist Conference of the Philippines. But Pastor June is also planning to open a new center that would cater all pastors in Southern Leyte. This endeavor presented significant logistical challenges requiring extensive travel via tricycle, roll-on, roll-off ferry, and minibus from Midilin to Leyte. We completed our 4th module from February 4 to 6, 2025, and we plan to continue training these pastors and leaders after a 4-month interval. I am personally assigned to coach 4 pastors in their disciple-making journey. This experience has been a rewarding privilege, albeit a challenging one. The Leyte area is characterized by slow internet connectivity, which occasionally hinders communication with my coach. However, our persistence in fulfilling this task, coupled with the support from Tenet leadership, has made our ministry both possible and meaningful. I am enthusiastic about the prospect of more pastors participating in future Tenet training sessions. Future commitment and vision for the Tenet movement. I am deeply committed to continuing my involvement in the Tenet movement. I firmly believe that its structured approach to intentional discipleship is an effective tool for fulfilling the Great Commission. Building upon our ongoing training of pastors in Leyte Biliran District, I aspire to establish a new Tenet Center in Midilin, Northern Cebu. This center would serve to equip more pastors and churches in our local area to effectively participate in fulfilling the Great Commission. Furthermore, it will provide ongoing support to the 2nd generation of Tenet pastors. Some of them are here tonight. The 2nd generation Tenet pastors by the team of Reverend Vicente Siya, Shansi Ann Marie, Merlillo, Pastor Kurt Importante, and Pastor Andy Pixon. These pastors are with us this evening. We have Pastor Hermelo, Pastor Gary, and Pastor Ayan. This will be the second generation pastors who will be helping in this Midilin or Northern Cebu Center. Third generation pala. Sorry, thank you, Pastor. Moreover, we remain dedicated to planting additional churches throughout Northern Cebu. I extend my sincere gratitude to Cebu Gospel Church for their steadfast support and partnership in advancing the Great Commission. I also express my appreciation to the Tenet team for their comprehensive training and coaching, which has empowered us to become more competent and capable ministers of the gospel of Christ. May God bless each one of us.